Waking me up already. I've only managed to get in 5 good years' sleep. Oh well, back to work. So, you're my new master, huh? Well, let's get this intro speech over with. Greetings. You are now the patron of this lamp, and master of the soul that resides within. As patron, you are entitled to wish for anything your heart desires. I, as an eternal servant, will grant your wishes promptly and precisely. But take heed. Only 3 wishes may be made by each master, before I vanish and await the next. Therefore, ponder carefully what you most desire, and the consequences of... There's more to that speech, but honestly, it's all just archaic hogwash. Bottom line, make a wish and I'll grant it, within reason. Let's not go changing the natural order or anything. That's against the cosmic rules. You only get 3 wishes anyway, which isn't enough to undo the catastrophe of anything on a global scale. Hence, no wishing for world peace, the end of world hunger, world domination, anything to do with the whole world, okay? Think more personal. These wishes are meant to be for you and your own little world. Oh, and before you ask, no, you can't wish for more wishes. So then, what'll it be? Not sure, huh? Well, tell you what, a younger, more inexperienced genie would just float here and let you order them around. But I've been doing this longer than any of us. I've seen so many of you humans sabotage yourselves that now I like to give you a little preview of how your wishes would ultimately play out. Not because I'm all-knowing or all-seeing, nah, only the big guy upstairs can do that. But trust me, cause and effect become painfully predictable after the first century of granting wishes. So, let me give you a few words of advice. Firstly, don't ask for riches. That just never ends well. Centuries back it was a more plausible wish, but things have changed. How do you think your government will react if you become suddenly wealthy without explanation? I've seen it time and time again. You might enjoy limitless riches for a short time, but it'll eventually come to an abrupt end. It's better to wish for something like a thriving, self-sustaining business with loyal employees. Those specifics are foundational for successful wishes. Longevity over instant gratification. That seems to be the main issue you humans struggle with. So, does that give you any ideas? I see that little glimmer of hope in your eye. What are you thinking? Oh no. I'm going to stop you right there. Why would you want to be better looking? You're fine. You're a perfectly attractive human as you are, and I'm always dumbfounded by people who wish for beauty. Again, you're not thinking it through. The standards of beauty are always changing. Beauty is subjective, and therefore ambiguous at its core. I've seen too many mortals demand I make them beautiful or handsome, and even if they're thrilled at first, nearly all of them ended up missing their real faces. I've seen too many mortals like you, foolish, wide-eyed, and so desperate for the confidence they think will come from a better face staring back at them from the mirror. Do you have any idea what it's like to never see yourself looking back at you ever again? The dissonance has driven many to some level of madness. You seem irritated. Maybe I seem a little harsh. All right. Listen. Truthfully speaking, I don't understand how mortals rate attractiveness, and I don't care to know. But I've lived long enough to pick up some idea. I've seen heroes and villains, served both the scum of the earth and angels alike. You're neither the worst of the lot nor the best. But what you are is unique. All humans seem to forget that, or hear it so often that the truth loses its meaning. There's never been anyone like you before in this world, and there never will be again. That's how special you are. And that is a power and a gift more than anything I could grant you. That is a beauty on its own. Well, you can thank me by not crying, or by not making any other foolish wishes. Have you any other bright ideas? Oh, no. Wishing for love is such a common wish, but it never works out either. Have you not realized how generalized that wish is? Who would want to be loved by? Romantic love or platonic? Would you be content being adored by a tiny snail for the rest of its short life? Or do you crave the adulation of the masses? Say, on social media, hanging on your every word despite never knowing the real you? Do you want a simple love that's as easy as breathing? Or a love so deep that it's only made true by someone wholly knowing you to the core? Not that it matters. I can't mess with free will to force someone to love anyone else. Do you see, then, how complex a wish is? There are 1,000,001 ways that it could go wrong. And even if I could grant it the way you wish for it to be, it would not satisfy you. Real love, in any form, must be wrought by humans themselves. It cannot be manifested from nothing. Do you understand? Are you seriously pouting? All because I wouldn't grant your wishes. I even explained why I wouldn't grant them. It's all to protect you. Mortals. You try to keep them safe, and still they'll still be determined to ruin their own lives. I can never make sense of you. That was a joke? Perhaps you should wish for a sense of humour. Your little joke wasn't very funny. What am I to do with you? Or more importantly, what are you to do with me? I'll just have to stick around until you gain some wisdom with your desires. Not that I could go anywhere else, now that you're in possession of my lamp. You could always toss it away. You wouldn't do that? Oh, well, of course you wouldn't. Even you wouldn't be fool enough to throw 3 free magical wishes. I can understand how ridiculous that would be. You'd want me around regardless of the wishes? Maybe you're funnier than I thought. But I'll bite. Why would you want me around, even if I couldn't give you what you wished for? For my company? Human, I know myself. I'm weary of your kind. I'm blunt, occasionally rude, and old enough to find many pastimes monotonous. I do not make good company for someone like you. You must lead a very lonely life to consider me friend material. But I suppose that's all right. You are my master. If you want to keep me around, just so I can pop out and comment on how very human you are, that is your prerogative. Very well. Consider your future carefully, human. In the meantime, I guess it wouldn't be painful to be a part of your present.